Middle Tennessee tomorrow night. Is it good? You're always motivated for rivalry games, but you'd want to get back on the right track considering how the result went at Rice, right?
Definitely. I think this is a great time for us to get back out on the court and try to focus on the things that we need to do to be better. I'm really proud of this group. I'm proud of how we've grown. And I understand and know that there's going to be times where you're going to, have those games where it just kind of don't go the way that you hope it would go. And we didn't shoot the ball well. But the most important thing that the coach and staff and I have really focused on a lot is just our energy and our effort. I feel like defensively, we were in the ball game, and when you get to the fourth quarter, you got to figure out how you can make sure you can get stops and do the things you need to, so you can put your team in a position to be able to win. And we just got to continue to keep doing those things, and we got to be ready and prepared, because in conference it's always a quick turnaround.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good and a bad thing. It's good meaning that you can move on from what happened and then be ready to get ready for what you need to do to get a win.
This team always prides itself on defense and getting stops, so I guess that had to have been really frustrating whenever a part of the game that broke down was one that this team takes a lot of pride in. What does that look like whenever it does break down, you're not getting stops, and I would assume that that's just been a huge emphasis this week?
It really has been, and I think you're right, and that's what we want to pride ourselves on. We want to, playing hard and competing, and, we change up our defenses and do a lot of different things. I think our communication level and the listening part and putting all those things together, we just wasn't on the floor. I don't think we were as one and everyone working together and kind of listening, communicating, all those different things. And so we've really been talking about that a lot. And we're really excited to have a chance to, again, like I said, it's a rival game, but also it's a great opportunity for us to make sure that, everyone's fighting right now to make sure that they can get a bye, in the conference tournament. And so, everyone's going to be playing their best basketball. So that's where we're trying to get to.
Good segue there. It's February. This is the time when you want that, and now you're learning that Ivy and Tasia are the ones that I've heard you say they're the only ones that have been here for this time. What are you learning from the rest of the team at this time of year whenever they're having to step up into new roles in this new time of year?
Well, I've learned that it's a little difficult for myself, because you have to have some patience. You have to have those patience because they haven't been in those situations before. So I have, myself and the staff, we've kind of went back, and we just got to go back to the basics, and we got to kind of slow the game down for them, for the game is not going too fast. And meaning you have so many pressures from different things. You want to make shots, you want to do everything right, and so right now we're just trying to make sure that we get them to understand exactly what we were doing in the beginning was working. So we got to make sure that we're still focusing on those things. And sometimes as the season goes, you lose sight of that. And when you win, sometimes it covers up for the things that you really haven't been doing. And so we got to continue to make sure we're going back and we're rebounding and we're guarding and defending and putting pressure on the ball and stuff, because those are things that we do.
Whitney had a big, got out of the slump, I guess. Just change of pace for her going off the bench. Is that something that you may keep trying to go with, just to maybe give her a different setup going into the game? I don't know. What did you get from Creech after that last game?
Well, I think what I did get with her is it shows a lot of character of who she is. When a coach comes to you and tell you you're going to make a change in the lineup and you've been starting all year, you have to have, be the type of player that is who she is. It's all about her, and it's all about her, meaning that she'll do whatever she has to do for this team. It's team. And so I, as a coach, just really Witt wants to do everything right. And so I felt like that it was an opportunity and a chance to be able to take some of those things away from her and some of that pressure. And so, I was really proud of how she responded. It was great. Witt is a phenomenal player, and I just wanted to make sure that we could put her in a situation where she kind of wasn't putting a lot of pressure on herself.
On Middle Tennessee, they got Alex Johnson back. They didn't have her the last time he played, and they're really starting to pick up some steam. So you anticipate this is going to be a really tough game.
It really is going to be a really tough game. It's going to be tough because we're at their place and everybody plays well on the home court. But, it's also, we all know that, that's a tough place to win at. Alex she's a load on the inside. And, I think the thing that makes them really good right now is they have a lot of their players shooting the ball really well too. When they shoot and they have Alex on the inside, it's really hard. You're going to have to make sure you pick and choose what you're going to do. And so I think what we're going to do is we're really going to focus on trying to make sure we can do what we need to. We got to apply pressure and do a lot of things that we did, the last game. Alex is a great player. She's going to get her points. What we have to make sure is that we don't do like we did at Rice and we allow a player that only averaged 5 points get 18 in one night. So we got to make sure that we control the things that we can control, and that's making sure that we look at our goals on what we're trying to do, how many threes we're going to limit, and the things that we need to do.
Michelle, besides them shooting the ball better, are they doing other facets of their game better since you saw them here at Diddle?
Oh yeah, that was the first game of conference play. Definitely, everybody's gotten better. And when you add, Alex back to the mix, you have, that, preseason player of the year, a player that now is coming back and putting that team, in a situation where they have that inside-outside game. Not that they didn't have it at first, but they still have a lot of capable players in the post and everything else. So I think just, we're getting into February. I think they've played a lot with each other. I think she's getting back in the mix of what they're doing, and I think that's what's making them really good right now. I think the biggest thing is what they've always done. They play hard, they play smart, they hold people defensively. They're starting to press a little bit more. I think slowing the ball down and doing a lot of different things, but they're putting the ball in the hole.